viewers, welcome to Learn Computer Tech Easy channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about two-dimensional array in C language. We are going to see what is two-dimensional array and how we can use it in the C program. Let's see with the use of a C program. Actually, a two-dimensional array contains two dimensions. One is row, another one is column. It is similar to the matrix. Matrix can be implemented using two-dimensional arrays. The row, the first dimension of a two-dimensional array specifies the row. The second dimension of a two-dimensional array specifies the column. I am going to include the header files. Now I am going to declare the two-dimensional array. I am going to specify two matrices. I am going to perform addition of two matrices. So I need three variables to store matrices. Two for input and one for output. These three matrices are represented using two-dimensional arrays. Okay. It should be a square matrix because I am going to perform addition, so the matrices should be a square matrix. The first column, the first dimension is row, the second dimension is column. I have three variables. A and B are inputs and C is output. Now I am going to get input for two matrices A and B. For that purpose, I need two for loops that should be nested. For that for loop, I am going to declare two variables I and j. Now let's start the coding to get the input for A and B. The values for matrix A. For I is equal to 0, I less than 2. Why? Because I have specified the row as number of row as 2. So the I should be less than 2. I plus plus. This for loop is for row. Inside this for loop, we have to give another for loop for j is equal to 0, j less than 2, j plus plus. Inside this for loop, I am going to get the input for A. A of I and j. In this for loop, when I is initialized to 0, it checks the condition and increases the I value, and again it gets into the for loop in the inner for loop. In inner for loop, it will be executed until j less than 2. It executes and gets the input for first row of a matrix A. Again it go back to outer for loop and increases the I value as 1 and get into the inner for loop, and again j is initialized to 0. It will execute until the j value becomes 2. Okay. Again it gets the input for second row of the matrix A, and again it goes to outer loop. Again I is incremented to 2. It checks the value of 5. It is less than 2 is not less than 2. It is equal to 2. So the for loop gets excited from the looping, and again it goes to next statement of the for loop. Next I am going to get the input for second matrix, that is B. The same process will be continued for matrix B. In the same way we get input for A is repeated to the B matrix also. I is equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus. For j is equal to 0, j less than 2, j plus plus. Next the statement is scanf statement. Scanf %t, comma, ampersand b of I and j. Sorry, I missed the ampersand in matrix A. It executes same as the first for nested for loop, that is for A. The same process what we have this for loop executes, that same process will be executed for B matrix also. Now again another for loop for adding this two matrices. I is equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus. For j equal to 0, j less than 2, j plus plus. Next, C of I j is equal to A of I j plus B of I j. This for loop adds the each element of A and B and stores the element, that resulted element, in the C of ij. Now we will print the values of C matrix. The C matrix is for I is equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus, for j equal to 0, j less than 2, j plus plus. Printf percentage d, comma, C of I and j. Printf slash n. This is for displaying the matrix in the matrix format. Now we will save the file.